Let's talk about The End of Oak Street. What's so fascinating about this movie is that from the trailers, it looked like nothing but your run of the mill, like survival dinosaur kind of a sci fi movie. But what you actually get is something akin to an 80s Spielberg action adventure films. Yeah, this is like kind of like a throwback to E.T. or Close Encounters of the Third Kind, even like the first Jurassic Park in some senses. While the movie is about survival and this horrific event happening where dinosaurs are real again, the core of the story is about the family. Like, you have to connect with this family. They're dealing with their own issues, problems, teenage angst, marital issues. And that's what's so fascinating, and the heart and soul about this film is that there's so much to offer in terms of story and character. Yes, I will say like the sci-fi element is a little half baked, but at the same time, you don't need this to be overly explained. It's just this fantasy film that happens to this family or this town. I do feel like one of my criticisms with the movie, before I get into a lot of the positives, is that the film does feel a little too much about one family. Like, there is this whole town and community that is being affected, but you barely see them trying to deal with these issues. Something Spielberg would have done is you would have at least seen some more stuff in the backgrounds or things like that. But that's not to say that this movie doesn't have a lot of heart and really thrilling moments. Like, the dinosaur chase sequences are exciting, terrifying, and you're at the edge of your seat, and some of the gruesome things that happen are horrific in this film, and it goes places that I didn't think it was going to go. The performances from Annie Hathaway and Ewan McGregor is really good, and you can feel like they're a couple that love each other but are going through marital issues and don't know if they should stay together. And the kids in this film are good as well. They feel like a family. It feels like a very 80s family where everybody's kind of off doing their own thing, but at the core of it, they do care and love each other. David Robert Mitchell's does a great job of presenting this, especially making it feel kind of timeless, even though it is set in the 80s. And that's what a lot of like Spielberg films feel like. It's a timeless story, even though it's set in a specific time period. Like, this is something Spielberg would have made in the 80s, but just with more modern graphics and visual flair. I do think it's a little funny that they are always kind of clean for the most part, even though they're going through all these survival modes and don't have running water. But that's just nitpicking. You have to kind of suspend your disbelief in a sense. One thing I really do like is the score in this film. It does feel like a classic John Williams score from the 80s, especially in those like classic adventure films that Spielberg and them like did together. The score from Michael Giacchino is awesome in here, and it's whimsical, it's terrifying, it's adventurous. There's a lot going on in it. Overall, like, it's a really good movie, and I'm surprised that it had as much heart as it does. There was a couple moments that had me tearing up. Like I said, some of the sci-fi elements is a little wonky. They don't need to overly explain a lot of this stuff, but at the core of it, it does get a little cheesy at times, and some things could have been explored a little bit better.